Everyone, I'm going to be talking to you about thinking smarter with AI, using AI strategically in your business. So, how can we decrease stress and stop what's not working and finally put an end to decision fatigue? It's said that 56% of business owners, one person business owners and founders, solopreneurs, struggle with decision fatigue. And that's because they keep everything in their head. And what happens is that once you slip into that place of decision fatigue, so what I mean is maybe you've got some important decisions to make, and I'm going to give you some examples a bit later on. Yeah, maybe you've got some important decisions to make. I put my timer on, and what's going on? Okay. And you feel a little bit paralyzed, a little bit overwhelmed, you're not quite sure what to do, and you've slipped into a place of decision fatigue. Now, that can actually have quite an impact on your business. Business can stall, and you can feel a significant amount of stress. And the truth is, you don't need more tools, you don't need expensive hires. What we actually need is better thinking partners that acts like your CEO, your business coach, your marketing manager, strategists that you can have conversations with to help you to make a better, more informed decision. Now, AI gives us the perfect ability to be able to do that. It absolutely stops decision fatigue in its track because we can create it in a way that it represents different types of people, which is just absolutely fantastic. So most people think that AI is just about tasks, about copywriting, about doing the written word, helping with your marketing, doing your newsletter. But at Empower AI, the difference that we have created is that we have created a group of thinking partners who act like your team. They help you to decide, to lead, to make much faster, more informed decisions that impact the business, your family, and the wider community. Now, there are two different types of agents that we create. The first group are strategic business agents, which is the ones that I'm going to be talking about. These are the ones that you can create to act as your CEO, your business coach, marketing manager, sales mentor. There's a whole list of roles that they can take on. The second group are the ones that people are more familiar with. These are the task agents. So write my newsletter, do my social media, turn my testimonials into social stories, write my newsletter. The list is endless. It obviously does a lot more than that. I'm just picking those out of the top of my head. The ones that we are really interested in are the strategic agents, the ones that help you to make faster, better business decisions. So it's about partnering with AI so it saves you time and money in the business. So this is a really great example. I slipped into a place of decision fatigue. I have a group of strategic agents that my clients use in the business. So, CEO, business coach, the ones that I was just talking about, that they can use in the business like a team in their business. Apart from if they were hiring those people, it would be incredibly expensive. So I have that it's been running for a year now. And all of a sudden I had quite a few people drop off. And I was thinking, what's going on? Maybe this is something that I should think about stopping, something that I should close down. I suddenly had this sense that it wasn't working, which actually wasn't true. So what I did was I put all the figures into Lucas, my CEO, along with the reasons as to why people were leaving, how long they were staying. And the results really shocked me. So this is how AI has helped me to make a strategic business decision. So it told me that the membership in its first year had made 34,000. Profit is around 30,000. So my overheads, I don't even think they're £4,000 actually. So I'm definitely not going to stop it. What I was experiencing was some personal overwhelm in the business that was impacting the decision it is that I needed to make. So that is a really great example of how you can use AI strategically when it has a specific role. So one of my signature agents that I've just created last month is called Remy. It's designed to help you to create or refine a single offer. Now, let's just put this into context. If a brand strategist, if you were to do that with a brand strategist, it'd probably cost you about £1,500. Or you could go into a group program that'll probably take you about 3 months. So a considerable amount of time. Now, with Remy, it's cost me £16 a month to create. And what's lovely about Remy is she now sits in my family of agents that my clients use. So they use her whenever they want to. So they have access to her. What Remy does is I can put in my either new programs that I'm thinking of, or I can pop in programs that I have created, and it will run through and it will create a report in terms of messaging, what's the unique point of differentiation, go through a whole category, the same as what a brand strategist would do with you, apart from it's slightly different because it's got my flavor in it. But that is a nice example of how niched that you can make an agent for your business. So with Empower AI, I can build an entire business ecosystem of strategic agents. So I use my agents like a board team. I talk to them like I'm at the water cooler, talking to the CEO, talking to the marketing manager, talking to a variety of different people that I would have on my team. But the reality is that I would not be able to afford those people on my team because I'm a one-person business owner. I'm not a big business. I have no intentions to grow into a big business. I'm quite happy with the model that I've got. You know, I don't want to make tens of thousands of pounds. I'm really happy with what I've got. I live in Thailand, a beautiful place in the world. I don't need the same expenses that most people need. So we can use our agents to get multiple perspectives. They can talk to one another and give different insights when we're using AI. So Nova has been created from my own IP, and she helps people to create signature offers, frameworks, assets within the business, short courses, VIP days, been specifically trained to bring programs together. Then I can bring in Buzz, who does the marketing, who's going to take that messaging from above and then create a whole load of marketing for the course it is that I've just created. So these are strategic agents. They're the ones I have the intellectual conversation with. Buzz will create the marketing strategy. Nova will help me to create the course. You know, you can do a course within a day, a really good course. As long as you've got the IP and you've got the materials and you know what it is that you are delivering. And then we have a whole group of task agents. So you've got the strategy agents and you've got the task agents. Task agents will write your emails, do your press release, do your articles. It will save you hours and hours and hours. And my thing is that I'm not about replacing humans. I really am about giving humans the tools to help them to do a better job. It's not about replacing humans. For me, it's giving people access to be able to do their job smarter and quicker with the knowledge that they have and the relationship that they have with the agents and the AI. So let's just put this into context a little bit. To hire a human team, you're looking at between 5,000–7,000. Takes weeks to train people, takes weeks to take people on board, whereas you've actually got a team on hand 24/7. Now, I gave you an example of how I used Lucas to help me to make a decision about the membership it is I have, and actually not stopping it because not stopping it because it is viable. That was its first year. That was incredible. You know, if you watch on Dragon's Den, very few people have made that amount of profit within a business from a new service. So super chuffed. I just got too emotionally involved with people leaving. Have a thing about abandonment. Yeah. But that's reality. That's life. That's what happens within our businesses. We get overwhelmed. Right. So, I'm just thinking this is another way to beautifully explain how you can bring agents together to save you considerable amounts of money. So let's just say you've got a campaign it is that you are running, and you need to create it, you need to market it, you need to do the branding around it. Now you can use each agent to do a specific role. So the brand strategist, which would cost you about £1,500, you can use Remy to do that, 60 to 90 minutes. That's £16 a month if you've created your own agent. If you are in the Vortex Accelerator working with me, the membership is £666 for 6 months, or you can do a lifetime membership, which is what we have going now, which is really popular. So, created your message. You want to create your program or create the offer, the framework for your offer. So you use Nova. That's probably an exaggeration, 1 to 2 hours. I think you're probably looking to do a good job a day. You know, you want to invest time in it. But anyway, if you're working with somebody to help you to create a really, really good program, certification quality program, Nova is the agent that you can use. You can then use the marketing agent to create the marketing strategy. You can then use the task agents to do all the marketing assets, to help you to do the marketing assets, find collaboration partners, a whole list of other things. So you're basically saving yourself between £5,000 and £7,000 per launch, per product, per marketing campaign, which is quite significant. So if you're running, like I do, 4 marketing campaigns a year, you're looking at £15,000. It's a lot of money. And I have measured this for the last year in terms of my own campaigns that I've been doing, and I save over £5,000 by using the agents this way consistently. It's actually so good. I'm actually going to teach people how to do it now. I think that'll be one of the things that I market and teach people next year. So as I said, the 6-month Vortex Accelerator, you get access to 10 agents, 10 strategic agents. You get access to another 40 task agents, which you won't use all of them, a WhatsApp group, a training and implementation sessions. You also get access to special training is that I run using AI. The lifetime access is £1,500. You get lifetime access to the agents, any updates and any new agents that are that I create. If you would like a demonstration, just reach out to me at wendy@wendykier.com. That's KIER. John will give you the details if you want to reach out and you want to have a demonstration.